Good day, everyone. This is Pip Hunter, and I'll be covering today basics of Forex, which are support, resistance levels, and trend lines, whether upward trend or downward trend. These are really basics and essentials to Forex, which would help you gain more profits and know where to exit a deal, when to enter into a deal, when to go buy, when to go sell, so on and so forth. So I'll make sure that you understand this quite well. And if you have any questions, hit me in the comments button. And of course, if you like what I'm about to provide today, um, please subscribe to my channel. There are more videos to come. I've been in the market for 15 years, trading here since 2006. I'm an active trader, and as well as I do a technical and fundamental analysis. So, without further ado, let's get to this. So, to start with, this is gold. So, where are our support and resistance levels? So, as simple as this, in this chart, this is a daily chart as it shows here. It shows 1 day. So, in this daily chart, your support levels, as simple as this, is this level, this area, the two bottoms, because the price was trying to break here below and it could not break. So, this is exactly where we found support. So several traders actually managed to enter into deals on the 30th of March. And in such scenario, usually you put a stop loss of 20 pips or 30 pips in order to secure yourself. We'll be discussing that later in different videos, how to enter a deal, where to put your stop loss, the pip value you would use, uh, how to exit a deal. But today we'll be only covering support and resistance levels. So moving on forward here, so this is our area of support. This is where you find a good entry point to go buy. Now, let's go for the resistance levels. So first the resistance level here, which is pretty simple and straightforward. Again, this is the top. And the nearest one, I would say, would be this one. Because the price here was trying to break above. So if I were to have a buy deal here, my exit point would be this area. Because earlier, this was a very hard area to break above. And this has been since November, as you can see here, till the first month of 2021, which is January. So this is my very strong area of resistance. So if I went to buy here, this is where I would exit my deal. Now let's move to another chart to check as well the support and resistance levels. So this is the great pound dollar, and again, this is on the daily. Resistance, yep, this is the highest point. This is where I'll put my resistance line. So how would I draw my resistance line? Exactly here. So if I zoom in, so this is the best area to draw your resistance line. So let me delete this one to draw it better for you. So this is my resistance line. This is where I can go into a sell. What about my support? Because we were talking earlier that it's the best area where I can exit the deal. So this is my support. So this has been acting as a very a strong line of support since 24th of March. So as you can see, 24th of March, then 25th, then it was retested. So people who have entered here, this was a very good entry deal. And of course, when they found resistance, this is the part where they exit their deal. Now let's move to another chart, euro dollar. So euro dollar, definitely this is our support level. And again, this is all on the daily. So this is my support. This is a very strong resistance. This is another resistance. So this is resistance, and this as well resistance. So again, if we let's zoom in. So if you cannot see this one, so if we're talking, if you're checking the charts from Feb till today, was the 1st of July, this is your area of support, and this is the area of resistance. So resistance is always on top, and support is always on the bottom. Now let's discuss trend lines, because trend lines help you to enter good deals and to add actually to your deals. So we have a very good example here on the Great Pound Dollar. So if we zoom out and we move to our weekly charts, so we have a very strong trend line, an upward trend line. This was our trend line. That's on the weekly, as you can see. Of course, you can draw it on the daily as well. I'll be showing more examples on the daily. But this has been an upward trend line since the 18th of May week. So it has been in action for almost 1 year plus. And it broke. So if we zoom in, this was broken only a couple of weeks ago. So we are expecting the first area where it will get out is here. This is where you exit your deal. Now, going back to the trend line, the upward trend line, there are specific factors for it. So number one, you should have, for an upward trend, two higher highs. What does that mean? So this is a high, and this is a higher high, this area. So if we draw it like this is a higher high, which means that the price here is lower than this. So this is a higher high, so the price here is higher than this one. Now, and you should have two higher lows. So this is a low, this is another low. So when you get these two confirmed, then you have an upward trend. Without these two, then you're only drawing a line, not an upward trend line. So this was retested here. I would say on the 12th of April, and it gave another confirmation, but it found resistance, so it broke the trend line. And when this happens, you know that the price is going to fall. And our first area is going to be the support area, which was acting as resistance before. So this was till the 18th of January, it was resistance. So it broke, but now it got retested and it's going to get retested again. That's an example of an upward trend. So for an upward trend, you should have two higher highs. This is a high, this is a high. Two lower lows, two higher lows, I'm sorry. So this is a low and this is a higher low. I have a perfect example as well for a downward trend line. So this is the dollar yen, and it has been in a downward trend since 2017, and it broke this year. So this was our trend line, and it broke, as you can see, this year. It got broken here. So for a downward trend line, you should need two lower highs and two lower lows. It's exactly the opposite. So where are our lows? So this is a high and this is a lower high. Then this is a low and this is a lower low. Even this one is a lower low. So this, if we will draw support and resistance levels, so this has been our resistance. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This has been really hard. So definitely, this was as well a confirmation for us to enter into a sell deal, since this is resistance, so we always sell. If it was support, we buy. So let's draw our support line. So this was support, and it has been acting as very strong support. And then people who bought from here definitely were able to gain profits here. If you had a deal here, a sell, and you found support, you could add more to your sell deal here, because the trend line helps you to add to your deal. So let's say you had a pip value of $1, you could add more to the pip value to make it $2 here, and definitely your exit point would be around this area till you get a confirmation that it broke. And to break, you need to break with at least 20%. So if you're breaking only with a little percentage like here, this we call is a fake breakout. And of course, if it's above the resistance line, this is also a fake breakout. So always wait for a confirmation so you can buy or sell. So today I covered the basics of support and resistance levels, plus the upward and downward trend line. If you like what you see, subscribe and like. This would help my channel definitely. And hit me in the comments, what are you looking for? What do you want me to cover in the next videos? Thank you. You have a good day.